J-Mo, what's up, dude? Thank you for the resub on Twitch Prime. I appreciate that, man. How you been? I'm gonna go shut my door. I'll be right back. What is good? How are things? Did you sub and bail, or are you still there? What's up, Blunts? Blunts, I got a question for you, because I know you've been, I was hoping you'd stop by kind of early here, because I'm curious if you've ever used the skill that I swear is bugged. By far my favorite. For Vex, wish there was a powerful build with her pet. You know, Flippy, I agree. I wish there was a stronger build for Vex's minions. But my entire stream today is I'm literally just gonna experiment with different Vex builds. So hey, you know, maybe we'll find something cool. It's probably not gonna be the strongest build ever. I feel like I am like the master at creating mid-tier builds. But that's what makes the game fun, is like the whole build crafting aspect of it and just trying to find something that's cool and fun. So maybe we'll get into some minion stuff here in a little bit. But yeah, Blunts, check this out, dude. So you know how I've been using the Haruspecs, right? So where you throw this thing, you throw this dagger, right? And that is considered a melee attack. And I've confirmed it in many ways. It procs Groundbreaker. I've confirmed that. It procs this skill here that I want to ask you about to see if you've ever used Cursed Blade. Or wait. Melee attacks. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah. So Cursed Blade, all right? So I feel like you're the one who figures stuff out. Yeah, I try, man, I try. So if anybody knows if this skill is bugged, or if just my game is bugged, or if I'm doing something wrong, please tell me. And Blunts, this is what I want to ask you. If you've ever used this Cursed Blade skill, if you haven't, that's totally cool, but I think it's bugged, because if we read this, right, it seems very simple. Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. So you melee attack, which Haruspecs, this thing I'm throwing, it does proc like this melee attack. It's considered a melee attack. So it does proc curse. And I can confirm that by, if you look down here at the bottom, watch around the bottom and you'll see this like purple, dark purplish like haze show up after a melee attack. So I can hit them. I can go like that. And you see that right there? That dark blackish purple. That enemy is now cursed, right? So if I come over here and I punch this dude, now same thing. It's cursed, right? So, but whether I punch or I throw the Haruspecs thing, it's cursed. So that's the first thing. We've now confirmed we are seeing it's being cursed. Configuration, class, mod, blood rift, boosted, beam tosser, and sunspot pistol. Oh, so configuration's a good one. Dude, there's a few of them I want to try out. I don't think I have them all. I may have to save edit a few things just so we can try them out during the stream. But so check this out. So Cursed Blade, Nasty Bleeds. I do love them. Okay, so is this bugged? Because the entire time that I was testing this out, I didn't see any status effect application, kinetic status effect proccing with gun damage on a cursed enemy, right? So, dude, we really want you to run that build. We really want you to run that. Wait, dude, really? Oh, he really wants me to run that build. I can get on and drop you that, like, a God care package. Oh, okay, sounds good. So, all right. So, Dale, you're here too. I'm glad you're here. You're really smart about this game. Maybe you are. Maybe you've seen this. Is this skill bugged? Because I was testing it earlier today, trying to just come up with some cool new builds for Vex, just trying some things out. And what I was seeing is, dude, I'm with how I'm spec'd right now, and note that I am not using the Teen Witch. I'm using this Misericorde. I don't know how you say that, but that thing. And I'm getting upwards of 60 million damage in 5 seconds, which is about on par with what I was getting with my Teen Witch build. So I was like, okay, I'm onto something. And I was seeing a lot of kinetic status effect damage, but I'm spec'd into bleed, or I was. So I actually spec'd out of bleed completely so that I got rid of that so that I could test something. Because I wanted to see how much damage this skill, this cursed blade along with extra cursed, because this is cursed damage on critical hit is increased by 200%. So I wanted to see how much damage this would end up being, because it doesn't look like it's a lot, right? Like cursed damage is 1056 and it says duration is 10 seconds. Like that's a long status effect. Like 10 seconds is a long time. So I was like, it's not that high of a tick, but if it's going to tick over 10 seconds, like that could be cool. But then also this one on crit, it increases the damage by 200%. Then if you spec into things like this, where it increases status effect damage, I was like, okay, maybe we could make this cool. But so I got rid of bleed so that I could test this, but I am seeing 0 kinetic status effect damage after I curse an enemy. And so if we watch, so when I throw the horror specs, you'll see that haze show up down there, right? Now they're cursed. So they are now supposed to take, so the second half of this, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. There's gun damage. I don't see any kinetic status effect damage. So am I misunderstanding something? Right? So like, now they're cursed. See right there it is. I shoot them. There's no kinetic status effect damage at all. It might proc the shock damage every once in a while from my Watts for Dinner shield, but there's no kinetic status effect damage at all. Right? So there it is. They're cursed. I don't see it. Am I doing something wrong? Or is this bugged? Or am I misunderstanding? Use elemental gun? It may be bugged out. I've tried that. It never worked. Really? Does anybody know? I'm genuinely curious here because, I mean, I can try an elemental gun. I mean, I'm shooting shock right now. But I can try something elemental. Go with this. Plum Bob. Okay, ready? So this one's gonna be doing incendiary damage. Let's go like this. If we look there, now it's cursed. Well, this one's kind of hard to tell because it has these bullets that bounce around. Let me see if I have something that just shoots once. Hellwalker, maybe. Yeah, Hellwalker. Here we go. Okay. So it's cursed. I'm gonna double curse. Okay, so now it's cursed. There's incendiary and shock status effect, not kinetic. Incendiary and shock. Incendiary and shock. No kinetic. Is this thing legit bugged, or am I misunderstanding how this applies? Because when I read this, I would have expected it to proc similar to bleed, to where you see the white status effect numbers, right? Like over time, like doing damage over time. That's what status effect damage is, right? Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. So by shooting them with gun damage, you should start seeing this kinetic status effect damage, similar to what bleed would look like, with the white numbers popping above their head, status effect damage. I can't get it to work. And I have tried and I've tried and I've tried. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And that's why I spec'd out of bleed, so that I could stop seeing the bleed numbers. So I don't have any bleed, so that I could stop that, so that I could start seeing this kinetic status effect damage if it's actually working. And I was like, okay, this confirms it. I'm not seeing it. It's not there. Let's see. My gun go. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, what do y'all think? Is it bugged?
This isn't over.
All right, they're cursed. Shoot them. 0 kinetic status effect damage. None. Even on crit, nothing. Doesn't matter what I do. They're cursed. They take no status effect damage. I don't see it. There's nothing.
A surprise party?
I'm like, what should I be filing a bug report? Because this is like, it's not doing what it says it should be doing. And I was like trying to figure out if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm misunderstanding, but it seems very, very straightforward. Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies. I see the curse haze start showing up, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. You know, maybe it's a bug with the dummies. Like, let me go over here and try one of these little cat things that are over here. These things are always over here, right? Let's hit them with a melee attack and then shoot and see if we see any status effect damage. Okay, so now it's cursed. You see the haze around it? No. No status effect. Nothing. No status effect damage at all. Look. That one's cursed. No status effect damage. This is straight up a bugged, it's a bugged skill. There's no status effect damage at all. Okay, now that dude's cursed. You see the haze around him? He's cursed. No status effect. None. Yes, I mean it's 100% bugged. Has to be.
This is why you don't fight cybers.
I've been using this plumb bob and I love it. It's so great. This thing shoots all over the place. They just bounce around. Oh. So, I mean, what's the verdict? What do y'all think? It's bugged, right? That music, he's letting me in a badass? Where's a badass? Try without cursed and 1 bleed, then add cursed with 1 bleed and see if it changes bleed ticks. Yeah, I can try that. It's a good way to experiment. Someone said you can use the Katagawa's Revenge or do similar to Rafa by holding a beam tosser with Mixologist. I am Vex level 29. Nice. Yeah, so I'm trying out some different Vex stuff today. I haven't done a whole lot with Vex myself, so I figured I'd actually... Man, you better back off. Figured we'd try out some Vex skills. Different class mods and stuff. This plumb bob is ridiculous, but it's great for grounded enemies in the air, and not so much. Level 29, though. You're almost halfway there. Okay, so you said... Wait, Dale, you said someone said you can use the Katagawa's Revenge or do similar to Rafa by holding a beam tosser with Mixologist. What's up, Postal? How you doing, man? How you been? Hopefully you're staying cold. Or, not cold, but staying cool. And it's been hella hot in my area. I think you said you're not too far off. I'm good. Yeah, D-Bell, you said try without cursed and 1 bleed, then add cursed, see if the bleed ticks change. Okay. We can try it. Today, yes, day off. Oh, sweet. Love it, man. Get you some rest, stay cool. Play some video games. Did you play some video games? All right, let's respec this tree. This. Go like, okay, we'll do 1 into bleed. We'll do the rest here. Then I think I had 5 here, 3 there, 3 there, and then the rest are here, I think. Okay, wait, what did I miss? Oh, 3 there. Okay. So now it's the exact same thing as what I had, but we have 1 into, oh wait, no, I gotta take these out. So we're going to take those out. We're going to respec this. Let me see if I can do it in a way that's not going to change the damage much. So like melee damage, that'll increase that. Gun damage. Reload speed. Based. Okay, so here's a reload speed. We'll do that. I just want to put stuff in these things that are not going to give me more damage. Okay, there we go. Action skill cooldown. Just to keep things apples to apples as much as possible. All right, so now we have 1 bleed and we have nothing into curse deal. All right, so I should do this and we should not see right there. So what's up? You said, guess what, man? Talk to me. What's up? What's up, Postal? All right, so again, no curse. So we hit. Now we should start seeing bleed. I'm seeing 1987. Got my last character to UVH7. Now I'm ready for Loveless. Heck yeah! That's awesome, man. You ready? I love it. Okay, 2250. Okay, there was a critical hit, so it was 4,000. I'm seeing ticks as high as 4,200 when they crit. 5,400, 5,400, 5,500. Just trying to get an idea of what kind of ticks we're seeing here. So as high as 50 something, or 8,000 there. 8,300. 28. Oh, if it shoots the extra projectile, that's what it is. This thing shoots extra projectiles every once in a while. Let me do something that doesn't do that. Because that kind of makes this tricky. Maybe we can just use... Oh, well, the on hit. No, I don't want that. That's going to increase damage on hit. Do... Fish gun. Fish gun. Just one shot, right? That's all I need. One shot. Okay. 30, 3,600, 41, 1,400, 29. Oh, wait. This thing does the things that fly around. And then it's like continuously hitting. Nope, never mind. That's not what I want. This thing's doing other projectiles too. The chonk. Maybe that'll work. Alright. Let's see. I don't see any extra projectiles here. 4,000. Oh, wow. That was tiny.
Someone's ready for the big time.
All right. So it's hard to tell because they're all over the place. Like it's not consistent. Like this one's 4,200, 6,800, 4,200, 7,800, 22, 41. I mean, I guess I got a decent range from 2,200 to 7,800, depending on kind of what happens with my buffs that I have. Because every time I shoot, I'm getting firmware buffs. So that's probably why. Rotora is the guy that knows most of these builds. Oh yeah, dude, he's super smart with these builds. I've never seen the kinetic status effect when I use Curse Blade. Really? So like, what is it doing then? Because it doesn't make sense. Like I thought it was going to be another source on top of bleed applying kinetic status effect damage. So it would be like, it would like stack on top of bleed was my theory. And I was seeing some decent damage and I was like, you know, this is looking pretty promising, but it's not anything more than my Teen Witch. So I was like, I want to see how much damage I'm actually getting out of this kinetic status effect damage from the cursed skill. And when I went and tested it by removing all bleed from my skill tree, I was like, I'm getting none. I'm not seeing anything. Like, so what the hell is this skill doing? What is it? Like, what is the, what is it doing? I've never seen Curse Blade. I mean, like ever. I've blamed her since day one. Really? That Link, he throws a Haruspex at Origo and it kills him, but think it's with minion builds. Oh, okay. Let me see here. So I'm gonna spec in back into this now. What I had. Health regen, 5 there, 1 there, and then 3 there. And this is what I had. And now I just want to see if, so like, theoretically, we should see the kinetic status effect damage going up quite a bit. Not a ton, but a good bit. We should see it go up. From what we saw, like the highest I saw before was 7,800, right? So we should see it go up because now it's cursed. Bam. Nope. It's the exact same. There's no more than what we had before. 2200, 2800, 4400. It's exactly the same. Cursed is pointless. It does nothing. That one was 10,000. Oh wait. Okay, now they're cursed. 58. That was 11,000. That was a little higher. But I also have buffs. I gotta wait for these buffs to die down or it's not a fair comparison. Alright, let me wait for the buffs to die down. Hang on. We're getting there. Mostly gone. Quite close enough. Yeah, I mean, look how low they are now. Like, it's literally doing nothing. Very new to the community. You can try to shoot and clear one full mag and see the damage without activating the curse. Then do the same thing, but with curse. So yeah, no, thank you for dropping by and chiming in to see if we can figure out what the heck is going on with this. So the way that I have tried to verify if curse is even doing anything is, and I'll do it again. I'm going to completely remove bleed as I had it before, which is the only thing that seems to be proccing any sort of kinetic status effect damage. Now here's the thing that's different though. So this is interesting. Now that I read this, if we read Bloodletter, it says the second half of this says causing kinetic status effect damage over time for a duration. So maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Because this one clearly says damage over time for a duration. It does not read that way for Cursed Blade. It says making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. It does not say it causes kinetic status effect damage over time. But then wouldn't it just be bonus kinetic damage if it wasn't a status effect though? You can increase status effect with... Yeah, I have it right here. I have 3 into it. I could take it up more. But like that's weird though, right? Like why would it be a status effect damage that doesn't deal over time? Is it literally just per shot it's buffed, which just basically means it's bonus kinetic damage? Because the fact that it says status effect damage makes me think this should be damage over time. Right? Some of this wording is very strange. It's very confusing. Because status effect damage is damage over time, right? Like there is no status effect damage that's just like a one tick and done. Like it's always a damage over time. Okay, so if I respec this, as I was saying, I'm not gonna do bleed again. Spec exactly the way I had it. Just like this. So now the only thing that we have that says anything kinetic status effect related is Cursed Blade. Bleed is like your aim on prime fire ticks. Yeah. Scap, what's going on, dude? Scap. How familiar are you with Vex and specifically this skill, the Cursed Blade skill? Because I have been trying to diagnose if I have found a bug that I genuinely like should submit to Gearbox as a bug, or if there's something I'm misunderstanding about this skill. Maybe when you use elemental gun and when that gun status effect, you know they have different percent statuses. Yeah, I don't know. But this is kinetic status effect damage, so the numbers should be white, not red or blue or green or whatever, you know, like for that status effect. Extra cursed is literally telling you that only triggers on minion. No. It says, read the second half, and deals increased damage when it's triggered by a critical hit. Curse damage now triggers on, so it's a double dip basically. It's saying curse damage, but this is also only the buff. This should be like, but what I wanted to test is like how much higher. Thank you for following, Bubba Jones. Thank you, dude. So yeah, Del, what I wanted to test here ultimately was the difference in the status effect damage that I was seeing from Cursed Blade by shooting body shots after cursing them, right? And seeing what that status effect damage was. and then shooting them in the head and getting a crit and seeing if that damage goes up to actually verify if this is only by melee damage or minion melee damage, or if it would proc on gunshots that are crits. So it has to be triggered by a minion first. I don't know. But there's no way to test it. It's saying it now can be triggered by minion melee damage. It doesn't say it must be triggered by minion melee damage. Curse damage now triggers on minion melee damage. I also trigger it by throwing my Hara specs or hitting them, right? And then it says, and deals increased damage when triggered by a critical hit. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm convinced that it's only minion first, but I have no way to test it because I can't see what cursed what this kinetic status effect damage is doing. If you use a melee skill like the blades and then gun damage, it will apply status effect. So Scap, here's the thing. It doesn't though. Kinetic damage on Vex on top of it. All right, so check this out. I've removed bleed from my skills so that so if we see white numbers pop in status effect damage on an enemy, that is 100% from this cursed blade, right? Because this clearly says making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. So let's put it to the test, because this is what I've been testing and I am not seeing any kinetic status effect damage. So check this out, y'all. All right, so Hora specs,
Something else, aren't I?
now they're cursed. You see that right down to the bottom? That means they're cursed. No kinetic status effect damage. None. They're cursed. None. Unless it is affected by status effect chance. No. This says anytime they take gun damage, it should apply. So reading it again. Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. So according to this, it should not matter status effect chance. It just anytime they take gun damage, they should take kinetic status effect damage. That's the way I'm reading it. It's not affected by status effect chance. So they're cursed. There it is, confirmed. No kinetic status effect damage. No matter where I shoot them, crit or not, there is no, so this is shock damage from my Watts for Dinner shield. Literally no kinetic status effect damage. I have never once gotten it to actually show any sort of kinetic status effect damage. So I don't know. Like, all right, cursed. No kinetic status effect damage. So I can't figure out what the problem is. Shoot Hellwalker till they catch fire. Yeah, I mean, if we see white numbers with the Hellwalker, that would be kinetic status effect damage. But if we see red numbers, that's incendiary damage. So ready? So it's on fire now, and we're seeing red and blue, no white. So it's not kinetic status effect damage, it's incendiary status effect damage. Isn't that crazy? Like, instant swap from TikTok to here. Oh, Dark Man. Welcome. It bumps your hit, making your hit damage higher. Okay, so Kaiser, I'm not how you say your name, but 0. You're saying it makes my shot, just the single shot, take bonus kinetic status effect damage. You know what? Actually, we can test that. Read what I sent you, Foxy. Oh wait, the Cursed Blade skill for Vex in Borderlands 4 is not entirely bugged, but some of its specific interactions like minion melee applications and certain status effect triggers, such as prismatic ichor. Is that what you sent? Doesn't do damage over time. Okay, so, but what is kinetic status effect damage as it does damage over time? If you shoot them without them being cursed, look at the damage and look at the damage after being cursed. Yeah, so I think we have an easy way to test this, actually. So if it's not damage over time, which I think is very, very strange for them to say that this is a kinetic status effect damage, because a status effect damage is always in any application a damage over time. When that status effect applies, it then procs damage over time. Anytime I've ever seen status effect damage, that's what it means, is damage over time. So what this really should say, if it's on hit, it's not damage over time. Well, status effect damage is always damage over time is what I'm saying. So what y'all are saying is this is bonus kinetic damage then. So it should be, this should read, Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies, making them take bonus kinetic damage anytime they take gun damage. That's what it should say, right? Send a clip to Gearbox, I'll tell them to fix it. Yeah, I know, right? They need to either convert this into true damage over time because it says status effect damage, or they need to change the wording to bonus kinetic damage. But we can test it right now because I just thought of a way to do it. So if we use an elemental weapon, right? If I shoot him, so I'm seeing kinetic damage there. So never mind, I can't test that. I figured with an incendiary weapon I wouldn't see kinetic damage. But I guess it is technically still doing kinetic damage. I was gonna say I could then curse them if we see the white numbers show up. And I'm trying to see if there's any new ones showing up in it. I can't tell. So like, yeah, there's so many numbers, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's just too much to tell. I don't know, how can we figure this out, y'all? Like, if it's a single shot, we should be able to tell the difference, right? So let me go back to my other gun, which is easier to tell than something that has incendiary and 10 pellets. The chonk, this is what I was using. So, okay. Body shot. I'm seeing 10,000, about 10,000. 19,000. I've got some buffs though. Let me let those die down for a second. Okay. 49,000. What? 10,000. Why was that last one 49,000? 19,000. 9,000. 10,000. 26,000. It's all over the place. 23,000. 26,000. 29. 16. 26. See, like, this is still going to be hard. It's all over the place. It's going to be hard to tell if this damage is even applying because it's such a small number anyway. But isn't status effects only when you use an elemental type? It depends. I mean, that typically is when you use an elemental type, but just like bleed, you can proc it because it applies, it applies that kinetic status effect damage. Just as it reads, so like you would deal gun damage, the elemental damage type that you're shooting doesn't matter in this case. It's just anytime they're taking gun damage, it should cause kinetic status effect damage. So you would see the white numbers popping over their head, but that's not what's happening. I thought about it. Zachary, dude, you should definitely give it a try. It's a fun game. It takes a little bit to figure out, but it's worth it, I promise you. Maybe they mean cause staggering. No, I mean that's very, very different than a kinetic status effect damage. Like the wording here to me would be, I mean, just the same way that bleed reads, right? Like, so this says they take kinetic status effect damage, but it explicitly states over time, causing kinetic status effect damage over time. The difference here is it doesn't say that. It says making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. So it must just be an on-hit kinetic status effect damage, which is very weird for them to say kinetic status effect damage, and it should just literally say bonus kinetic damage if that's the case. At any rate, I'm gonna record a video and send it to Gearbox and ask them to confirm if this is a bug, because I don't have any clean and easy way to test if this is actually doing anything that I can think of. Because like my damage numbers are all over the place. 25, 28, 12, 20. So like I could do this and think, okay, yeah, I'm clearly seeing more damage now. Oh, wait, there's two numbers. There's two sets of numbers showing up. Okay, I think we just confirmed it. Yeah, we just confirmed it. I think bleed means it ticks over, whereas here it just applies stronger kinetic damage, but who knows? Yeah, Dale, I think we just confirmed it. So if you look, it's not status effect damage. It's not status effect damage. It is just bonus kinetic damage. The fact that it states kinetic status effect damage is extremely confusing because a status effect is something that applies and then it does damage over time. bonus kinetic. This is just, it's just bonus kinetic status, or bonus kinetic damage. It's not status effect damage. But like, look it, I think I just confirmed it. So when I shoot him in the chest without being cursed, you see one kinetic number pop up. You'll see the shock number too, because I'm shooting, I have a Watts for Dinner shield. But note the one white number that shows up. Ready? 1,800 or 18,000, 9,000, 9,000, right? 9,000. One number. Now when I curse them, you'll see two. Ready? Okay, now watch. Two. You see that? 9,000 and 10,000. 20,000 and something else. 20,000 and 8,000. 10,000. See that? And they're not cursed anymore. So now it went back down to one. Yeah, I wondered as they were saying using certain guns can proc it over and over. Yeah. So I think we just confirmed it. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate that. So at least now I know what it's doing. So it is bonus damage. And I think the fact that it's status effect damage means it's not gun like soup damage. So it is kind of a multiplier. That would be my understanding. I'd have to dig into formula more to understand, but I think because it's status effect damage and not bonus kinetic damage, it actually is stronger than if it would be bonus kinetic damage. So again, shooting, no, they're not cursed. I see one number, one white number, kinetic damage, right? 19, 10, 10. I curse them, now I see two. And what's even more so is it's doubling. It's doubling both, so it's doing shock and kinetic damage. So while they're cursed, it's not only doing the kinetic damage, it's also doing an additional shock damage, which means if I'm shooting like an incendiary weapon, it should actually do all three. It should double all three. So let me just get actually no, I don't want that. That thing's gonna shoot 1,000 times. Okay. Let's do this. Juliet Sparkle. Okay. So, if I shoot once, they're not cursed. So we see incendiary damage and kinetic damage. Now there's the status effect applying. Kinetic and incendiary, right? Kinetic and incendiary. Kinetic and incendiary. So now if I curse them... Okay, no, that one's not applying. I only see the incendiary. Oh no, there it was twice. No. No, it's only once. Interesting. Interesting. Let me shoot this so I can get some overshield. Let me try it again now with overshield. Oh, that should have just shock damage. Let's see if... Yeah, the shock is working. I'm seeing double shock and double kinetic, but not incendiary. That is so weird. Y'all seeing that? Hey, what you doing today? Wolfblade, I'm doing some experimentation with Vex. It did double, but looks inconsistent. Right? It's weird, but with the shock damage, it's definitely doubling on every single shot. So I don't know why the incendiary is not doubling as consistently as the shock damage is. So again, I'm gonna shoot this one, just give me some overshield stuff. All right, there's some overshield. Oh, give me that. There we go. Okay, ready? Throw this, watch the shock. Shock and kinetic I'm seeing every time. Stop with the status effect. See right there. Do it on this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of extra kinetic and shock damage. So Watts for Dinner is adding? Yes, it is. It's like doubling the shock damage based on that curse. So like this, every shot is, I'm seeing when they're cursed, I'm seeing double kinetic and double shock from this curse. So now here's the real question, Dale. And you very well could be right, because I haven't been able to test this yet. But I wanted to test it to figure it out. So if I do body shots, right, we should see one number for this curse, this kinetic damage. And then if I shoot that, like if curse them and then hit them with a crit, we should see that kinetic damage go up quite a bit because of the plus 200% here on crit. But if we don't see it go up, then this only applies to minions, as you were saying. So at least I think we have a way to test it. I think the reason they worded it that way is because it works with whatever status effect you do. That could be true. Scap, that could be true. And maybe that's why I'm seeing the status pop for the shock here too, but let's see. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to curse and get another baseline. I don't have overshield, so I'm not seeing the shock. But I'm seeing 2 and 6,000, 2 and 7,000, 10,000. There's 2,000. Oh, there's a 40,000. 14 and 20,000. Oh, my buffs are stacking damage, that's why. 2, 6. So it looks like the lower end is around 2,000 for these body shots, but oh no, they're actually hitting as crits though. Do I have high crit chance or something? That wasn't a crit. Let's try it again. I want to try and get a baseline so I can see. Oh god, really? They're all crit? Everything is critting. Why is every shot critting? Everything is a crit. Why is every single shot a crit? The gun is causing the crit. Does this gun actually crit with every shot? Like, is that something it does? I mean, I know the stars are falling, but maybe that's from the stars. The gun itself is the crit. it's making it difficult. All right, let's try the Pachonk again and see if that makes a difference. Okay. Now everything is a crit. How is every shot a crit? What? When they're cursed, is every shot a crit? Every single shot is a crit. Every single one. Every single one. No, I have a crit knife, but I'm not throwing it. I'm only cursing them. I'm throwing the Haruspecs. That's a Haruspecs, not a crit knife. Notice they're cursed now. But every single shot is a crit. While they're cursed, every single shot is a crit. I did not know it did that. James, thank you for following. Did we just learn something new? Because I did not know it did that. All right, so now they're not cursed. See, the curse thing is gone. No crit. No crit. I do have some crit chance, so you're going to see some popping crits. But look at the difference. There's one crit. Right? Dude, is that not crazy? Look at that. One crit. There's a few crits because of crit chance. But look at the difference. This is crazy. I think I just discovered something new. Haruspecs. Every shot is a crit. Everything is critting. Tell me I'm crazy. Every single shot is critting. I did not know it did that. I legitimately did not know that. I just discovered that by accident. And let's see. I wonder, is it this somehow doing it? Extra cursed? Because it says it deals increased damage when it's triggered by a critical hit. Maybe this is somehow guaranteeing every shot is a crit on a cursed enemy? Also, you can spec into I am a gun, a honed mine, riddle you this. You have extra cursed, you getting the 200 for way more damage. Yeah, Dale. Oh, for sure. I'm going to. Can cut a lot of critical chance out of builds if so. Right? Dude, that's what I'm thinking. And what's even better is I don't have to carry a crit knife. Because if I'm throwing the Haruspecs, that's gonna turn every shot into a guaranteed crit. I can switch to something else. I can switch to a different, heavy gun ordnance if I wanted to. I could switch to waterfall grenades, whatever, but I don't have to carry a crit knife like I am now. But it's legitimately critting on every shot. Notice the difference. Every once in a while I'm getting a crit because of crit chance. I have a little bit of crit chance in my build. So it's, you know, a few. It's better than a crit knife by quite a measure. Oh yeah, totally. And now look. Every single shot is a crit. Without fail, every single one. It's not missing a single one. They're all critting. Holy crap. Okay, now I need to know if it's that extra curse skill. I'm gonna take that one skill out and I wanna know if that's actually doing it. Legit did not know that Vex had infinite crit. Like, I did not know this. Okay. 5, 3. I had 5 there, and then I'm just gonna do 1 into reload speed. What the hell? I just don't want to give me any extra damage from anything, just so I can keep things consistent. Okay, so I took off the skill that on crit gives me the bonus damage. Plus 200%. Crit damage on critical, or curse damage on critical hit. I'm curious if that is somehow giving me 100% crit chance. If it's still working, then there's something else giving me crit chance. Let me just double check. I have one from this. I have 1 point into target prescience. But this shouldn't matter on cursed enemies or not. This should just be a blanket. It's only 3%. There's nothing else I have in my skill that should be giving me guaranteed crit chance on a cursed enemy. So my theory is it's extra cursed is what's doing it. Almost every Vault Hunter can do infinite crit. Well, I didn't know Vex could. So if this is true, then I'm trying to narrow it down how. Okay. Notice every once in a while I get a crit, right? There was 3 crits out of that entire mag. Now if I throw a Haruspex, what happens? Everything is a crit. What? He gives you crits anywhere, though, as you were no hitting his crit spot. See if Mantra sets it off? Oh, like the crits? I don't know if I have a Mantra. I don't think I do. I probably have one in the bank, but okay, so we know it's not it must just be cursed itself. Like this cursed skill. This skill, it doesn't say this though. It just says Vex's melee attacks apply curse to hit enemies, making them take kinetic status effect damage anytime they take gun damage. It does not say anywhere every shot is also a crit against cursed enemies. That 1 point is allowing crits to body shots. Wait, what 1 point? This one? Yeah, but why would it matter? Why would the percentage change against a cursed enemy though? That's what I'm saying is like it doesn't make sense that this is the thing that's doing it. It's the reason why I'm seeing periodic crits when they're not cursed. But why when they're cursed do I get 100% crit chance? That's what I don't understand. Healing, thank you for following. Any other skills related to crit chance with melee damage? Let's go through them because I don't think so. So I have Grave Sights, which is crit damage. And gun handling. Crit damage and gun handling, not crit chance. I have Grave Implements, which is gun damage. I have Action Skill Duration. Kill skills gain increased max stacks. Vex's skill damage. Skill damage gains critical hit chance against any part of the enemies. But that's the same whether they're cursed or not. This shouldn't matter whether they're cursed or not. And it's skill damage, not gun damage. Vex gains increased magazine size and gun switch. Had a chance to activate kill skills when critically hitting enemies. And then skill damage, life steal, and bonus kinetic damage from Blood is Power. Not just allowing and forcing on all, so it counts as skill damage if they're cursed. That's massive. That's what I'm wondering, Gads. That's what I'm wondering if what's happening here is when they're cursed, that bonus kinetic damage. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that's what it is. And we can test it. I'm gonna respec and take this off, and I'll put it over here. And I guarantee you we stop seeing the crits. Because my guess is Cursed Blade, because this is considered status effect damage, every shot that I shoot is gonna apply the status effect damage. And it's proccing as skill damage. And also I have action skills gain a chance to critically hit enemies, which I know applies. So this gives me action skill critical hit chance of plus 5%, which I also know applies to bleed. So it very well could be happening with this. Because Harlow can make her weapon damage skill damage, and it's hella strong. Right. That's what I bet is happening here. But I'm going to take these off and move them over here and see if we still get the same thing. That skill damage works with the curse skill directly for the crit chance and status effect you're seeing. Okay, so Scap, I think you just explained probably the same thing I was saying, right? That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna take this off and move them over here. And we should see all that like crit, 100% crit chance go away. Is what my theory would be. Maybe not completely go away. Like it's just not gonna be every shot as a crit, right? So now I'm moving it over here. Right, so I don't have this. Okay. So that's the only thing I've changed is I took out Keen Mind and moved it to Drink Full, which is just Vex deals gun damage. She gains a stack of Drink Full, increasing fire rate. So so it's gonna make my shots faster. It's gonna make me shoot faster. But I don't really care. The only thing I care about right now is if this is still 100% chance with crits. Okay, just to test it without. You can clearly see not 100%. Not 100%. Ready? Horror specs. Now what? Is that still? It's still. It's not 100%. It's not 100%. I'm seeing every once in a while there's one that's not happening, but clearly there's still more crits happening than when they're not cursed. So something is still increasing the crit chance when they're cursed. Something is still doing it. And it's, oh, I wonder if it could be this. Let me take that off. And I'm just going to put it on this because this doesn't do anything but just rep kit, like action skill cooldown. I'm going to take off a honed mind and let's see what happens now. It's not 100%, but it's still, I mean, I'd venture a guess that's like 90%. I'm seeing like 1 or 2 shots that aren't crits. It's still the vast majority. That is so weird. That is so weird. Critical hits grants increased status effect application chance. I don't think that's going to do anything. This is so weird. It looks like infinite crit, but you're doing multiple damage stacks, so it just looks that way. Well, no, I was watching the on-shot crit thing. So like right above, right above where I'm shooting, it'll say critical. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the damage numbers at all. I don't care about those. I was just looking above, right there where the red text shows up, like that, where it says critical. I'm just looking at that. And if I do this without them being cursed, right there was 2, there's 2 more, there's 3, 2, right? So like in an entire mag, I'm getting 2 to 4 crits. There's 3 or 4, couple more, right? But now watch the difference when they're cursed. That's 100%. Every single one. It's the kinetic stat. It's 100% coming from the kinetic status effect damage from cursed. That kinetic status effect damage is critting. Every single one is critting. That is wild. So every single one of these kinetic status effect damages are all landing as a crit. That's why there's 2 different, and that's why we're seeing 2 different critical labels. Like you see the red critical label show up twice, whereas right here, without being cursed, you only see it once. Right? You see it above his head showing up there. Above the dummy's head, critical. Right there. But when I curse them, now you're going to see 2. 1 down near the body and 1 above the head. See? Like right above his shoulders and above his head. See? So I still have the same crit chance with my gunshots, but that kinetic status effect damage that's applying with every shot from them being cursed is critting. Every single one is critting. So it's the status effect that's critting, not my gunshots. So that's a clear distinction there. It's not my gunshots that are critting, it's the status effect. Yeah, Scap, I think that's what I was just saying is like the status effects are what are landing the crits. That makes more sense. Yeah, it's not my shots. Okay, so I'm glad I found figured that distinction out. It's not my gunshots that are critting, it's the status effect that's critting. Status risk, feed, bleed too, right? Yes. And bleed can be buffed by critical hits. So now what I want to do is I'm gonna fully spec back into what I had before and give it another run and show y'all what I was seeing here. So all right, so I had this, Then I gotta respec this. Oops, no, I don't want that. And I think that's all I had up top. And then I had... That's it right there. That's what I had. Okay, and then I had that. Pretty sure that's what I had. So now it makes sense why it would do that, because it's a very niche skill based. All right. So again, you can kind of see baseline there. So like maybe a million. Oh, you know what? Let me switch to this other. I'll just keep this. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Right? Pretty low. But let's go like this and see what happens. And then I'm gonna do this also for gunshot crits. So we're seeing the 2 crit labels just constantly, and then they stop. There we go. And the crit knife, I see a lot more on top. Yeah, and then there's the bleed critting. Oh, let's see. Did I put a hone mine back on? I did. Yeah. Okay, so that gives bleed a chance to crit. There you go. You see those bleed ticks critting? Okay. So a crit knife would trigger it too, right? And then weapon would crit more as well. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and that's why I'm probably gonna end up keeping the crit knife, is because I throw the crit knife, and that means every shot that I'm doing, that bonus, that like kinetic status effect damage that's gonna land from Cursed Blade. So when I curse them, now they're taking this additional kinetic status effect damage on every gunshot that it seems to be critting every time it lands. Like every time this procs, it crits, it seems, for whatever reason. It's always a crit. Then I have a chance to bleed them, which means an additional kinetic status effect damage over time. And then with my crit knife, every gunshot will also be a crit, which means higher bleed ticks and higher bonus kinetic damage from Cursed. So my question is, can the Curse skill ricochet to other enemies? Oh, whoa. That I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that ricochets the curse. Anytime I hit them, they're going to be cursed. Bleed will. Like, that's critting, so they're, you know, the shots are, the ricochets are critting, so it's going to proc bleed. But I don't think anything. I don't think the curse stuff is transferring. That I can tell. I see a whole lot more numbers on the one I'm shooting than on the other one. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't ricochet. Try it on a boss. Yeah, let's do it. Take the Groundbreaker and use I am a gun. Really? Because Groundbreaker, like, I can proc Groundbreaker with the Haruspecs. That was like literally the whole reason I tried this class mod, is so I could use Haruspecs to proc Groundbreaker. But I mean, for the test dummies, I can try it. I still expect it to be smaller damage over time. Like, or total damage anyways. Because I'm throwing the Haruspecs periodically to keep them cursed, which also procs Groundbreaker. But you said put it on I am a gun. Right? Oh, yeah, blunts. 1 second. Okay, so this is I am a gun. What does that do? That increases action skill damage based on gun damage. All right, same combo. I'm just trying to keep an eye on how high it's going. I haven't seen 10 million yet. Let's see if we can get to 10 million. It was 9 million. Okay, so I think the highest I got to was 9 million. Oh, I guess I don't need to go over here. Let me swap it back and see. See right there is 10 million, 11 million, 12 million, 13 million, 14 million, 12, 14. When I throw this, it's now proccing Groundbreaker, which is giving me a whole bunch of extra damage. All right.
Copacetic.
I only use this gun to try that out. I actually don't like it very much. Let me switch back. I found I love this little brick house. All right, let's go somewhere. Gosh, I don't know. Let's go to Radix. He's usually a good testing ground because he sits still. Phase Dagger class mod. Yeah. This is it's like Misericorder something. Misericord. I don't know how you say that, but that's that's what it is. Give this a try and since Destiny 2 has ended, I need a new looter shooter. Yeah, David, it's a blast, man. I think you like it. Definitely give it a try. Before you go, oh geez, I keep forgetting blunts. Yeah. Let me see, how much stuff do I have in my inventory? If you have more than 9 things, I'm gonna have to sell some stuff, I guess. I only have 9 spots open. While he's jumping in, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my water. I tried that skill a long time ago. Phase Dagger did huge damage on its own. Really? I mean, I only have one. I only need 1 point into it because my goal was just to use it to proc. Honestly, 2 things was to proc the Crazy Earl stickies, which it does. So like those stickies, it procs it makes all those explode because it's considered a melee attack, and it also procs Groundbreaker. So I was like, this could be two forms of damage stacking at once. What's dude got for me here? No answer. Oh, dude, you got too many. It's too many. I don't have room for all this. Oh my god, bro. What? Why? Does it end? Oh my god. I can't even see any of this stuff now. Oh my god, dude. See, what do you got here? Undead Eye. Rimidor. Oh, that's Rafa. Witch, living weapon. Configuration. Oh wait, what was the configuration? Y'all were talking about that, right? When Vex activates an action skill or command skill, open a blood. Oh, the blood rift thing. Yeah, yeah. I tried that. Loot bomb is right. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you, dude. I gotta have to make some room. I'm gonna come back. If you play, you get hundreds of class mods for characters you're not currently playing, so the amount makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I usually grab them and sell them. I usually don't keep them. He's been collecting them. All right, they're gonna sit right there for a minute because I can't grab them all. I'm gonna have to come back. I just want to come over to Radix and try this out. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is a lot of them probably just don't have the right roles that I would want, but I'll have to dig through them. Okay, I'm full. I knew you were doing Vex. Been waiting for you. Yeah, appreciate it. You boost configuration with beam tosser. Okay.
I want to watch you dance. Tell the timekeeper it was me.
Most of them have 5 points into most skills. Oh, nice. So most of them have +5s. Holy moly, I don't keep them either. That's why. Yeah. I usually grab them and throw it. Like, if I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is garbage, I'll grab it and I'll sell it. Like, you know, just to get the cash, but I usually don't hang on to a lot of stuff. Ah, I got him. All right. I'm gonna go with my crazy Earl. This is true mode, so I have a feeling I'm gonna get straight cooked here. I have not tested this on a true mode boss, so this could be bad. This may be one of the ones where I'm like, okay, this build sucks and I quit. Oh geez, I'm already almost dead. Once we get through that shield, it may be a little bit better because this is a corrosive gun. Oh, damage, damage, he's getting me. He's getting me. Get over there. Come here. Did I get him? Oh, I did get him. I mean, it's doing pretty big chunks of damage for true mode. It's not an insta kill by any means. See if we can get a good amount of damage stack here. Okay. I'm gonna run out of ammo. There it goes. There it is. Okay. So I mean, it's not terrible, but like I said at kind of the beginning of the stream, I'm like the greatest there is at creating mid-tier builds. So this is kind of in that territory. Super Bloodshot, 5 points. Yeah, dude, that was the one that I was like one-tapping Subjugator and Thal somehow. What's good, Charles? How's it going? Might have to try a couple different guns. You know what? You know what gun I want to try next is the Plumb Bob. That thing, it's kind of a sleeper. I was using it earlier and it was helping me clear out some like Rift champions because I was just running Rift bosses just to kind of test things out. And this thing's kind of a sleeper. I don't know. It may work, it may not. But the thing I really like about this is it has the dataless multi-loader, so I can load it with SMG ammo, so I don't have to worry about running out of shotgun ammo as quickly. And it has Jacobs on it. So we can try it. It doesn't have any elemental damage, so I'm not going to get the bonus cryo damage that the Earl had, which is helping us cook through that armor. I might even try this SMG Convergence on the next run, just to kind of see how that works. I do have a Crow Source too. We got a couple things we can try. But I'm very curious to see what this plumb bob, how this thing works on him. First time playing Borderlands 1 right now. It's peak. Yeah. I just got through 1 just a couple months ago, and I'm just starting to work my way through 2. 4 is the one I've spent the most time on because it's the first in the franchise I started playing. Alright, let's see if this does anything. See, this thing, like, the bullets ricochet all over the place, and then they bounce back on the enemy multiple times. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Okay! There was some bleed ticks or something there. Something got him. See, it's slowing down a bit here in between. Seeing 1.4 million bleed tick. Something was 1.4 million. See, that Groundbreaker is what's making all the difference here. Throw this and it procs the damage from Groundbreaker. No, don't go to there yet. We're not done. I think that was Groundbreaker doing from the... Yeah, no, I think you're right. The 1.4 mil was probably Groundbreaker. Because I didn't see it happen multiple times. It was just like a one-time thing, so it was definitely a single damage instead of a like a bleed damage over time thing. I thought there was another legendary. I'm gonna try that convergence next, just to kind of see how that works. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this plumb bob. I mean, and it did pretty good there too, right? Like, I mean, this is true UVH7, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this thing. And then it's just it's how the thing shoots. It like they have a max radius that they will go to, even if there's nothing there, right? Like, there's nothing there. They'll still hit a max radius and start returning back at me and kind of bounce around. So they hit the enemy multiple times. Like, watch this. See how they start coming back and now they're bouncing back and forth? See that? So it's like they hit the enemy multiple times, going just back and forth, back and forth. And then if you're indoors, they bounce around like crazy. See, like that? Like, they'll just go all over the place. So it seemed pretty cool. Lockjaw? Yeah, I mean, I could try the lockjaw. The lockjaw is great for mobbing. I wouldn't necessarily so much think for the bossing. So I'm not sure. I definitely can try it. I've got it here. I want to equip my convergence though, because I'm very curious to see how this one works. Being that it's corrosive, it's going to take a little longer to get through that shield though. Ooh, I do have a shock convergence, but let's just go one at a time and see what this one does. And I want to make sure I'm on SMG. There we go. Now let's see what the convergence does. I have a feeling it's going to take us a while to get through that shield. Because this is corrosive damage only, unlike the Pearl, or unlike where it was the corrosive override before. So it was doing kinetic damage on the shield. Yeah, you see, like, this is doing very little damage on that shield. Oh, there it goes. Now it's getting some damage. Good God. You just yeeted me. Oh my God. Oh, they hit a rock. Alright, bro. Stop with the rocks. Just let me shoot you already. I just punched him in the face. Ah, see, this is what I thought, man. It's just going to take forever to get through this shield. Let's see what happens here. Oh my God, these rocks. Alright, there we go. Look at all those numbers. I mean, it's eating away at him. Not super quick, but getting the job done. Okay. I think that was okay. Not terrible. Not great. We can try the lockjaw. I might even try my you know what? Actually, I got one we can try. I have a Ripper brick house that I can load with my I can load that up with a Vladoff enhancement that I have with box magazine. That thing shoots so insanely fast. Let's see how this one works. Very curious now. And then we can try a Gomi too. This one loads shotgun ammo. It might be cool. A few things we can try. The fish gun. Okay, so this Ripper, this thing is insane. 28,000 DPS, 9 rounds a second. Versus the Jacobs one that I was using before, which is 7.2 rounds a second. This one's 9 rounds a second. And then I can load it up with this. Increased gunfire rate and box. So I have a gunfire rate increase of 29% and a box magazine, which gives me a 20% fire rate and 20% magazine size and bullet hose and gun damage. Let's see how that works. Save all that stuff for the new character, take it and sell it for build money. Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Anything new with the update? Which update? which update? All right, let's try this thing out. And some bleed ticks there. Look at those bleed ticks. Oh, wow. Okay. Y'all, look at this thing. The brick house getting it done. No, he's gonna kill me. No! I had 19 HP. Oh my god. Dude, the brick house getting it done. Look at this thing is just cooking, man. Slowing down there. He clearly gets buffed when he goes into this phase. Doesn't take as much damage, it seems. Oh, there we go. That thing got through that shield layer real fast. Oh, we got a pearl. The Herald. Oh, shoot. You know what? We may have to try the Herald on him now. That one's got a really slow fire rate, though. Oh, it's COV mag, too. Ugh. You definitely need a lot more status effect damage on an enhancement or even a class mod. Yeah, probably. Is this game full open world or instance based? It is open world, but there are all the DLCs and stuff that they've added are like separate areas. So like when you look at the map, so I'm in like a vault here. You come out of it. This is like the main open world. So you have the Terminus Range, Dominion, Carcadia Burn, and the Fade Fields, which each have sections in them. You can see all the safe houses and everything on the map. And all these red things are what the DLC stuff that they've added. It's like a raid boss here, a raid boss there. Ministry of Culture, Whispering Glacier, the Demon's Domain. This is the Takedown. There's a bunch of stuff here. All these you can then like go into, and then they're like their own different area. Okay, so status effect damage on enhancement or even a class mod. Yeah. I have actually, let me try this. So I have, I may run out of action skill duration because I have the same thing with action skill duration and action skill damage. Right here. So I have one with skill damage. So I'm curious how well that might work. Because I know a lot of these, like bleed and other things, I think are actually buffed by skill damage, because these are all technically considered skills. So let's try that. Hybrid. Yeah, it's definitely a hybrid for sure. Lanzo, thank you for following. Thanks for the info. I'm at work, gotta go. Have sub. Thank you, appreciate that. Alright, let's you have I am a gun on. I don't, because I'm using Groundbreaker. So the way I have it written at Bonnie and Clyde is busted on Vex because of kinetic damage. Oh really? So I'm using Groundbreaker, I'm using a honed mine so that bleed has more of a chance to crit. I'm using critical hits grant increased status effect application chance so that I have more of a chance to proc like the shock damage and other things that can proc from, or, you know, status effect damages, or even bleed, because this is affected by a status effect chance. So critical hits have a better chance of proccing bleed because of this, and then riddle you this. So I'd have to choose between like this, or this if I wanted I am a gun. And I tried taking off Groundbreaker and the damage drops pretty significantly. But I'm going to try it again with the exact same gun. Exact same setup, just the only thing that I changed was the class mod. So instead of action skill duration, I now have action skill, or skill damage. We'll see if we notice anything different. See if we notice a difference. Oh, he's gonna get me. Almost threw the shield already, though. Oh, he got me. Oh, there goes my action skill. Anything to kill? Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god, that was so close. Alright, now I gotta do this dance. Feel like we were doing good. Get off me. Oops, that's not what I want. What are you doing? No, that button. Dang rocks, man. Yeah, I don't see a huge difference from what I had as far as like skill damage. I mean, nothing's noticeable to me anyway. I think I can do an infinite crit build with aim on using the Tempest class mod. Tempest, that's the one where on crit it gives you action skill duration back. Is that the right one? Or is that the shatter weight? I can't remember which one's which. You think it seemed faster until you got dropped? Yeah, no, at first I thought it did seem faster, but I did get dropped. So let's try it again and see if I can not get dropped. So I tried a variation of the Gloam cache, but using the melee totem with Groundbreaker. Oh, really? So does the totem proc Groundbreaker? Is that what it is? So like all the damage you're doing with Gloam cache must be massive, and the melee totem procs Groundbreaker with all that built up damage. That must be crazy. You have a pretty good build for Vex. What you running? I'm doing some experimentation here, so don't expect this to be anything super great, but I'm actively experimenting. Scuffing me again. Oh, we're already through the shit. Good God, look at the damage ticks right there. Do you see those bleed ticks? That was way bigger than the other ones I saw. Those were huge. Decent chunk of damage there. I mean, it does seem a little bit faster. Not tremendously, but a little bit. Here come the rocks again. There we go. I mean, that was a little bit faster. I want to try it with the Earl again. See what happens with the Earl. If I'm able to take it, like, eliminate him with the Earl without running out of ammo, then we'll definitely know I'm doing more damage, because I seem to always run out of ammo with the Earl before I take him out. The last phase was still quite quick compared to the last, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the totem does bonus melee damage for your guns. It works, but cache is still bugged most of the time. Yeah. All right, let's try the Earl. Let me make sure I don't run this with the Vladoff enhancement though. Want a Jacobs.
Just remember.
See what happens. I mean, this isn't terrible for being true mode, right? Whoops, I already did that.
Bye-bye now.
Not terrible. Not the greatest build, but... Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ow. Whoa! That was massive bleed ticks. 3 million. What? That was insane. I've not seen any bleed ticks that big. That was bananas. I saw at least 3 of them in a row that said 3 million. Okay, this is definitely stronger now. There's no doubt about it. Holy crap. Okay. That definitely made a significant difference. Swapping to this one with the skill damage? Wow. Oh, that was way different. Jeez. I was not expecting it to work that well. Rules with 5 are good ones, and the rest are for testing for Vex. Okay, sweet. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll definitely hang on to and throw the 5s into my testing pool, and now I can definitely sell the rest of them. Okay, well that was actually kind of crazy. Let's see. What do y'all want to try now? What should we try this time? Oh, I wanted to try this Herald, but this is kind of a weaker Herald though, so I don't know. Yeah, I've got other Heralds that are way stronger that do like 6,000 by 3. This one's like 3,500. We run the Urgent's Plum Bob again. Try the Gomi. Fish gun. On kill. Juliet's Sparkle. Let's see. Do I have a Juliet's that's... Oh, it does corrosive override. Ooh. I might try that one. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so this is Fatalist, Jacobs. Okay, so it works with my Jacobs. Perfect. And I can switch it to shotgun ammo to start with, and then it's gonna run out like super fast. But it might help get through. Gomi with shotgun ammo. All right, I'll throw that right here. We'll try that one right after. So this is Gomi with cryo and shotgun ammo. This is a Juliet Sparkle, which does incendiary, but then it overrides to corrosive damage, and I can load it with shotgun ammo, and it has Jacobs. So I'm curious to see how that works. And then I've got the kinetic, which overrides to cryo damage, and shotgun and Ripper. This one doesn't have Jacobs though. Oh, it is a Jacobs. Duh. Never mind. Okay, so they're both Jacobs, so that works. All right, sweet. So I don't have to change my enhancement. This will work with both of them. All right, let's start with the Juliets. You know you have to try the fish. Oh yeah, I know. I need to try the fish gun. We'll try the fish gun after. All right, so this is Juliet Sparkle. And I'm going to switch it to shotgun ammo to start with, and I'm inevitably going to run out really fast because this thing shoots fast. But I want to start with it. And it's incendiary on shield, which is not strong, so this is going to be really weak to begin with. Holy crap. Bouncing me around like crazy. Good God. Get your rocks out of the way, bro. All right, now we got the corrosive, so it should, and there's out of ammo. Shoot gun. So it should be a good bit stronger against them now because it's corrosive. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Oh, this is taking forever. And I'm not seeing like any big groundbreaker ticks either. I mean, there was one. This is definitely taking way longer. Oh my God. Yeah, without the shotgun ammo, this thing just falls apart. All right, we'll try the Gomi next, and we'll do the fish gun. Juliet, not that great for bosses. Yeah, so it can be if you're running it with like an Infinicrit Harlow and you can keep it on shotgun ammo and you have the element matched appropriately, it will absolutely shred. I was completely shredding through Crazed Earl with it, with an incendiary one that I could switch to shotgun ammo with my Harlow. I mean, it was like instantly melting him, dude. So it can be, but you got to have the element match, and you got to have a build that can always shoot the shotgun ammo. Because once you run out of the shotgun ammo, the damage drops tremendously. So same thing here. I'm going to start with the shotgun ammo, but then I'm going to inevitably run out, and we'll see the damage drop tremendously. Alright, so shotgun. Mine aren't even god rolls. I use Juliet's on my neutron capture Harlow. Yeah, it works so good with Harlow. Oh, really? I'll have to try the lockjaw then. Oh wow, that was a big tick. Okay. Stop. Come on, gun, shoot. I'm out of ammo. So it's gonna switch to AR ammo, and now we're gonna do nearly as much damage. Ah, stop. Every time he drops my health, I lose all my bonus kinetic damage from Blood is Power or whatever it is. He just keeps doing it over and over again. Oh, I think I missed him. Yeah, I'm not impressed. So again, once I run out of the shotgun ammo, it's like all the damage drops. Good God, what do you keep hitting me with? Bombs or something on the ground I was running into? Alright, Not impressed with this or the Juliet Sparkle. Wait, what did that say? Gun status effect chance. Gun magazine size. Equip speed. Have you beat Mr. Screw? He disappeared after I beat his sidekick and isn't popping back. Yeah, Mr. Screw. He's from the That's from the like Christmas Halloween, right? Isn't that the one? In here? Right here. Ministry of Culture. Isn't it this one? Yeah, Minister Screw. Yeah. So I have him right here. Is that what you're talking about? You don't see this? Or if you go into like farm the boss, like he doesn't show up or something. I just had to die and restart. Oh, okay. All right, let's try the fish gun. Oh, with Ripper and Jacobs? Yeah, I have one in my other account, a lockjaw that has Ripper on it. Ripper and Jacobs. This one only has Jacobs. I'll give it a run with that one though. And then we gotta do a fish gun too. Is there a way to redo Merc Day without it timing out when you open presents? That I don't know. Anyone have any idea? I don't think I've ever tried to rerun it. All right, fish gun, here we go. And now I'm gonna swap to crank because that makes it faster. Question, does anyone know where Buster class mod drop at? Buster. That's Saul, isn't it? All out Buster? No, that's the dancer. Buster. Where the heck is the Buster? I want to run games together. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the Buster? Scap. Anybody know? Blunts? I can look it up, but I honestly don't remember. Origo? I think you're right. I think you're right. That sounds right. Yeah. Yep, confirmed. Origo. Thank you, Scap. Yep. And blunts. Appreciate it. All right. Fish gun. Let's see what kind of nonsense this thing does. Oh wow, it shoots really... I gotta keep throwing this. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. Oh my god, this is... Come on, fish gun! Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, what the heck keeps tossing me across the map? This thing shoots too fast, man. I gotta keep throwing this thing as fast as I can. Now it's not doing anything. Oh my gosh. I thought it was doing some decent damage at first, but now it's like, it's not doing anything. Like little baby ticks of damage. Come on, fish gun. Oh, dude, it's not getting it done, man. This is gonna take an eternity. Look at the difference. Fish gun failing me. All right, Scab, we're gonna try the, I don't have a Ripper, but this one does have Jacobs. We'll try it. Let's see. I think this is a pretty high damage roll, but I don't have Jacobs. Yeah, 90. It's almost 10,000 per shot. Don't know how that compares. Maybe you can get a larger clip and a higher fire rate or a faster reload speed, and that increases the DPS. But I know like the per shot damage is pretty good. Lockjaw is great in crowds, but bossing isn't too bad. Yeah, no, in crowds, it absolutely shreds. Because it bounces up to 4 enemies already. But when you have Jacobs, that adds even more. And I mean, it literally just shreds groups of enemies like nothing. So I'm curious to see what he does here against the boss. I don't have high expectations, but I've been proven wrong many times. So we'll see. Okay, there's some serious bleed ticks there. A few of them. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'd like full health. Come on. Losing all my bonus kinetic damage. They must be bouncing down there, taking out all those things walking around. Yeah, again, it's struggling to do any damage right here. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, what the heck was that? What is that? Did you see that? Those bleed ticks were nuts! Like, how do I reproduce that? I want that every time, but it doesn't happen. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Dude, sometimes these bleed ticks hit so hard, but I don't know how to reproduce it. He has a semi-immune phase where, yeah, when he's in the sky, it's like he goes, like you said, kind of immune, where the damage just drops tremendously. But God, I threw that phase dagger and it hit him right before he went to the ground, and those bleed ticks were like millions per tick.
Just remember, a life of caution.
All right, what did I say we were gonna do next? I don't want to try this plumb bob again. Throw that there. Let's throw this there. Let's just try this thing. I don't think this is going to be very good. Like I said, the damage on this is like really low. So, oh God, no, I can't use this. 3.2 second reload speed because of that stupid COV mag. No, I gotta get rid of this. I'll never use this. That's a terrible roll. I want to try. When you have many options left. Constable. We can try that. I haven't tried that yet. Let's try that. Does this have auto fire? No.
No, why don't you come on back real soon?
I already bought it. Let's see what happens. that's hitting pretty hard. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, semi-immune on me. I'll probably run out of ammo. See if I can hit him right in the face with a dagger. Ah, come on. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Constable, not too bad, man. That was actually one of the quicker ones. Pretty good amount of damage, just consistent damage. Status effect application chance on that one. Look out for purple enhancement with gun accuracy and pistol accuracy with pistol damage. Makes Herald shots group like a beam. Oh, really? Does it? Gun accuracy and pistol. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out because I've been using the Heralds with my Amon build, and I didn't even think about, you know, like the potential to have those things cluster together more that it shoots. That'd be cool. I've only been really using it on like bigger enemies like Radix like this because it shoots in such a wide pattern, but if I can get it to be more concentrated, that would be great because then I can use it with other smaller targets. So I was pretty impressed with the Constable on that round. That was actually not bad at all. I want to try the Plumb Bob one more time though. This one doesn't have the bonus element though, this one being cryo that or corrosive, it really eats through that armor. I have a incendiary one, but that is not going to help here. Oh wait. Wait. That's not the right one. That's the right one where I can load SMG ammo. All right, let's try it one more time. Now that I switched over to the skill damage on my class mod, I'm curious to see what kind of time. Whoa! What kind of time we can get here.
Stay down.
Oh my god! That was the first oof I've seen on his health bar. Okay, the Plumb Bob might be goated. Oh no! No! Really? I don't know. Do I have anything that shoots that far? I think they got me. Oh, okay. Woo! Oh my god, bro, chill. Yo, that was his health bar literally glitched. That's the first time I've seen it. The Plumb Bob might be goated. If I could get a corrosive version, oh my gosh. What am I doing? I want this. No, I have no charges. Sweet. Just gotta wait it out. All right, here we go. Oh man, what a bummer.
I cannot be stopped.
Come here. Come here. Good God, look at the damage it does. Yeah, this is easily the best one that I've done yet. The best gun I've used yet. This thing is nuts. Look at that. Now I just got to do it without getting knocked. What the hell is that, blue? What? Where? What's blue? I use gun accuracy enhancements with my Dropner and it makes it so much better. Yeah, dude, I mean, a lot of these things I haven't even really thought about, like the gun accuracy to help bring those pellets closer together on both the Dropner and the Herald. That's great advice. Definitely going to keep an eye out for them. I'm going to run this again, see if I can do it without getting knocked, because that was actually kind of insane. one wasn't I was using the plumb bob, right? I didn't switch to the Herald at some point accidentally. Oh, there it was again. Oof. Look at the damage ticks. Yo, I'm telling you, the plumb bob is goated. Now it's dropping. The hell? Oh, my health is way down, so I lost my bonus damage. Come on. Okay, now the damage is terrible. What? Am I not reaching it with this thing? Because I know it has a limit to the radius. What happened? Is it just stronger against shield somehow? Bro, what?
Back in the barrel.
Gonna shoot now? Thank you. Oh man, that's so frustrating. How is it I'm getting his shield bar to glitch out because I'm doing so much damage, but then it just goes to nothing? Damn you. Are you serious? Again? Okay. I gotta get more health or something. She's too squishy. This dude is completely wrecking me. This is stupid. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me right now. How the hell am I so squishy all of a sudden? Ah, this is making me so angry. This plumb bob is wrecking, but then I keep getting knocked. Give it one more try. Yeah, thank you for answering that, Scap. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely level just keep worry just worry about getting through the main story. Get through that. Start just working on leveling until you get to 60. Don't spend 1 minute farming until you get to 60 because then you'll have to farm it all over again when you get to 60.
When you need immediate physical.
All right. Let's see if I can do this without getting knocked this time.
Let's journey to the dark beyond. No escape. Fight me.
Yeah, I feel like it does more damage against the shields for some reason. Stupid rocks, man. I missed.
Sorry, not so. I'm done being reasonable. I'm in a real mood.
Constable definitely got through this quickly. And the Crazed Earl. This thing can do some decent damage. I guess you're at the mercy of the ricochets, I guess, like the bounces. If they're able to double dip, because where I'm shooting him, you see how they ricochet back at that point right there? So if they're only hitting him once because he's so high, because I'm trying to shoot him in the face anyways to get the crit. But maybe I should be targeting down here at his legs or something and just use a crit knife for the crits, because I'm wondering if they're only hitting him once because he's so high. You see how it bounces back when it hits that max radius? If I'm not able to get multiple, like, back and forth on him, like when he's down here and I'm shooting him when he's in the shield phase, when I first drop in, I'm shooting him and you can see these things are going back and forth through him multiple times. See that? They're going back and forth through him and they're hitting him like 4 or 5 times, but when he's up there, I'm maybe only getting him once. Possibly twice. So, that's why damage is dropping. But the Earl definitely wrecks. That's easily the fastest that I've gotten through it with any of these guns, is the Earl. And without having any Teen Witch, like not using the Teen Witch, is honestly surprising. I didn't expect it to be able to even get through it, finish him off at all. I thought I'd give up beforehand. Alright, well, this was it. This was actually a very interesting, like, scientific, you know, like stream. This is actually a lot of fun, like trying to figure out what these skills are doing, better understand them, to know how to apply them or when the damage applies. So like this cursed blade, extra curse, like all this stuff. This was actually very insightful for me. So this Borderlands game is tough, but ain't like the others. It feels like another game. Yeah. That is totally valid. If you've played the entire franchise, this game is going to feel almost like a totally different game. It's an open world concept. Like the way things work are just totally different. This is the first in the franchise that I have played though. So for me, it's been fantastic. I love it. So I don't have the like history of the franchise playing the other games to kind of influence my opinion on this game. I am working my way through the originals now, and I kind of have the opposite effect where I miss the open world. I miss the way things work in this game. So, but it's probably it's the opposite for y'all. You're used to the way it used to be. Try a Hot Slugger. All right, we'll do one more run with a Hot Slugger. I don't have high expectations for the Hot Slugger. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Because I'm not getting kills. Unless it ricochets and it hits one of the little minion dudes that are walking around, then it could. I just put a basically like yours and it would wreck. So try it. Okay. All right. We'll try it. We will try it. I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see. I'm still on the right enhancement. Yes, Jacobs. Okay. Oh wait. I gotta change my macro. I use a macro to help me click like with these single fire guns. Instead of clicking the button a million times, I can hold in a side button and it just simulates the clicks for me. Makes it a whole lot easier. Logitech. But when I use the Hot Slugger, because it has a reload animation, I use a custom macro for this one. Borderlands, macros. All right, there we go. All right, last one. We'll see what happens. Oh, I got you. Blunts. Are you on both Twitch and YouTube? I'm seeing comments come through from both. Or did you just switch over?
My cut is worse than my bite.
Oh my god, dude. This is getting ridiculous with how squishy I am. I don't understand it. Yeah, so far, Blunts, man, it's not looking good. Like we're not even halfway through his shield yet. I'm just getting pummeled. Come on. Come on. Okay. Status effect is hitting him hard. Oh my god. Come on. I mean, there was some big come on. There was some big ticks there for a minute. But now it's kind of falling off. Yeah, every once in a while I see some pretty big bleed ticks, but it wasn't bad. It started out kind of slow, but then it really picked up the pace a little bit. It honestly did better than I was expecting. Oh yeah, 4-minute ad? Oh no. That's terrible. So, I mean, it honestly did better than what I was expecting. That was kind of a pleasant surprise. A Phantom Flame? Yes, it is. 134% crit damage. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up. It's been a blast. I had a lot of fun trying to figure out some of these skills and play around with some of these guns and stuff with this build. So I'm gonna keep working on this. I feel like this could be another like decent build. I don't think this is ever gonna be like a raid boss melting build, but it could be just another fun build to play around with. Something that's not, you know, requiring the Teen Witch would be fun. You know, just something different. So, and what the hell support Foxy on 2 platforms? Yeah, exactly. Bloods, appreciate it, man. All right, dude. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'm gonna start running Borderlands 2 again, and I'm just gonna keep playing Borderlands 2 until Loveless and it comes out. You know, the new Vault Hunter. Then we'll switch back. So kind of expect some Borderlands 2 content for the next few streams until we get Loveless. All right, everybody. See you Wednesday. Later.